Did you and Liza get along as siblings when you were young? No. Like, just no. Sharing clothes, like her wanting to wear things that I would wear, like everything was the biggest deal, and it's so funny. Nope, did not get along, especially in high school. I would say like younger years, yes. Obviously, look at the album cover of Insufferable. You know, I just got to like dress her up and do modeling poses and dance routines. We are 4 years apart or 5 years apart. So she's 33 or 34. But yeah, so nope, we didn't. Are you and your husband still going to read a chapter of Dr. Becky's book and review strategies? Oh my God, guys, like I have ADHD, okay? I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I don't medicate myself for it. I just fly by the seat of my pants and go through life with ADHD. It's so funny. The other day, this is an ADHD moment, but explaining another ADHD moment. The other day, I was explaining to my husband how I work in the kitchen. So I'll like cut something up for dinner and then I undo, like I'll put the coffee grinds in the garbage. And then instead of cleaning, like I go from one task to another without finishing any task. Everything eventually gets done. But that's how I work with literally everything. It's nuts. Cleaning the house. I'm like, okay, I'm going to vacuum here. Oh, I'm going to like put the bedding in the washing machine. I'm going to start organizing this drawer, take everything out, and then I'm going to go downstairs and do this. Like nothing makes sense. And so I started to notice myself doing that in the kitchen. And I turned around to my husband and I was like, tell me if this sounds like ADHD. And he just turned around and he goes, yes. Yes. Like, yes. Every time I want to ask him, like, is this ADHD? He's like, yes. Like, I don't need to know what you're going to say. Like, you definitely have it. I'm like, okay. And I'm too nervous to medicate myself for it. But anyways, the Dr. Becky thing was an ADHD thing. And I can't get my husband to read shit. Okay. Like, it would just be me. If you want, like, I can do that. That can be something that I can do starting on my birthday with my surprise, my cool little surprise. But for sure, I can do that. To have my husband involved, it's like such a thing, you know, he has to have the time off work and Milo has to go to bed at the right time so we can record. And it's just a whole big thing. But I have no problem. And you know what? I do find like as we run into issues with Milo or like certain things come up, I will go to her book and look up that chapter and see what she has to say. And then I do talk about it on the podcast. But to have like a structured go through each chapter as of now, probably not going to happen, but I can see myself doing that in the future. Do you and Liza have any other siblings? We have an older brother. He's 4 years older than me. You know, I always go to LA with Caroline, and Caroline's my sister-in-law. That's my brother's life partner, and they live in Vancouver. So yeah. Does Milo currently take a multivitamin? Right now we have I want to say, what's it called? Herbaland gummies. I got them at a naturopath. They're good. Do you get seasonal depression living in Ontario? No, but I get luteal phase depression for like 2 days. Do you ever get lonely working from home? Yes, working from home is very odd. And it's interesting. Like my husband is out dealing with people that he works with, the public, like talking to people, like going around the hospital, going to his office, doing all the things, like maybe going somewhere for lunch, like stopping at Winners on the way home. Like he's doing all the things. So he gets home and he like just wants to chill. For me, when they get home, Milo's home, my husband's home, I'm like, let's go for a walk. You guys want to go to HomeSense? Let's go like walk around the mall. You guys want to go here? You want to do that? I'm the opposite. So like tonight I'm going to yoga, which is nice. I need to get out of the house every once in a while. And sometimes it is like you go stir crazy. But yeah, I try to break it up, have appointments. Recording with people is really nice, but it's it's odd. And you do housework even though you don't want to be doing housework. If I had a studio and an office somewhere outside of the home, I would be so much more productive. You guys don't even know, because housework would not distract me. So there's that. What supplements have helped you with PMDD and heavy flow? I can't say any right now. I am working with Miranda from the Period Lab, and we haven't gotten to supplements yet. I know, and I don't know what these are for, but I know I'm doing magnesium before bed, magnesium bisglycinate, I think it is, and a B complex in the morning. And I think that's it right now. I do my athletic greens every morning with turmeric and ginger water and cinnamon. Those are all things for like inflammation, and I don't know. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted on all that stuff. I might do a solo episode once I meet with her every single week. Once we get through the bulk of all the things I'm going to be doing and changing, and like how to eat and how to work out, and like she did like a physical assessment on me. Like, it's just so cool. I will keep you posted with everything. Has your husband had a vasectomy? Nope. He has not. He always threatens that he's going to do his own. But honestly, like, I know exactly when I ovulate because I get pain. So I know if we don't want to have a baby, not that we're having sex all the time anyways, but like, it's very easy for me to know when I'm ovulating. If you begged your husband to move somewhere else warmer, would he? Doctors are needed everywhere. Doctors are needed everywhere, but he's a specialist. He's not a family doctor. I feel like if you're a family doctor, you can go just work wherever you want. If you're a specialist, it's actually very hard to get a job, and there's very few spots open, and it's a different thing. And it's frustrating because, and I'm speaking for Canadians, you're like, oh, I have to go see a specialist. Oh, it's going to take me 6 months to get in to see a specialist. And that's why, because there's not a lot of positions, and the specialists that we do have are overworked, but then there's all these specialists that need jobs. And I could go on and on and on about the healthcare system. But anyways, and I also grew up in Northern Ontario, which is like 10 times worse with regard to like resources and specialists and whatnot. But like, it's not easy for us to just up and move, especially like if he wanted to go work in the States, he would have to redo his entire licensing exam. It's like a whole thing. So I think we're just staying here. What are some baby names that you didn't use? I have a whole list here. Let me tell you. Names. Girls: Bella, Ruby, Rosie, Susie, Miley. Boy: Ollie, Drayden, Parker, Kyrie, Frankie, Archie, Kendrick, Oscar, Bodie, Benji, Alfie, Bowden, Benny, Lincoln, Edison, Nelson, Digby, Diggy, Oswald, Ozzy, Louie, Preston, Miles. And those are our names that we didn't use. Next question. How did you and your husband meet? Plenty of fish. Plenty of fish. He messaged me. I like to make that clear. Why have you been drinking apple cider vinegar in the morning? Okay, so apple cider vinegar is a tablespoon before lunch and before dinner. And it's something to do with like stabilizing your mood, like blood sugars, something. I can't really tell you exactly. That's been difficult for me because during the day I'm like a scatterbrain busybody and I often forget, but I'm trying my hardest. In the morning is ginger water, turmeric, cinnamon, athletic greens, and lemon. That has been life-changing. I don't get up and have coffee anymore. I get up, I have that already prepared in the fridge, put ice in it, shake it, drink that. Then I have my yogurt bowl And then like an hour, hour and a half after I've woken up, then I have coffee. This has been the biggest lifestyle change ever. And I was dreading it, and it's actually very simple and I enjoy it. So there's that. One question you would ask Lisa Vanderpump. I am so interested in celebrities and anybody really. Anybody that has a different life than me, I am so interested in their experience as a mother, because I feel like so many things that mothers experience are generalizable across everybody. I don't look at someone like Chrissy Teigen who has nannies and, you know, like she's famous, she has all the resources, and like I don't look at her and think, wow, being a mom is so easy for her. No, she has her own challenges that come with her lifestyle, like who she is. And it fascinates me that being a mom, we're all going through similar things, but we have such different lives. So what is it like to go through that in your situation? Like, what has your experience with mom guilt been? Because you know they're experiencing it too. So I would love to deep dive into motherhood and Lisa Vanderpump's experience, because it fascinates me. You know, it's like motherhood is like the great equalizer among all of us. We all have different personalities, different partners, different careers, different everything, financial situations. But some of these things that we experience, we're all experiencing. So how does that fit into your life? Like, how did you navigate that? What were your biggest struggles? You know, some people find certain things regarding motherhood more difficult than others. And that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Also, like, advice, like, give us advice. You know, your kids are older now, like, you're so successful. Give us advice. Okay, let's see what else. How is boundary holding going? It's going well. The reward chart, listen to Tuesday's episode because the reward chart is crushing. Okay. I already gave more thoughts on Taylor at the Grammys. Have you had filler since the bruising incident? Nope, have not. Terrified, but I do want it. Afraid of birth. Any tips? Oh my God, I have so many episodes on preparing for postpartum. I'll try and post them in stories if I remember, but don't be afraid of birth and labor. That is going to happen. It's more out of your control than it is in your control. And it's in the grand scheme of it, of like being a mom and what is about to happen, like that is like a blip. It's just like a little bloop. Worry about postpartum. You know, we're all taking classes about labor and delivery and how your partner can support you during labor and delivery. Take a postpartum class. Does that exist? Free idea, you know? So that's my advice. But yeah, it's going to happen. You're going to get through it. Everybody there is like supporting you, trying to have the most, like not easy experience, but you know, oh my God, I can't talk. Like the most, oh my God, uneventful is what I'm trying to say. Like they're all just trying to get a healthy baby, you know, like everyone's goal is the same. It's going to be quick and it's going to be over before you know it. And then it's going to be postpartum, which is literally never ending. So prepare for postpartum is what I would say. My favorite part about living in Guelph so far, it's like the nicest city in the world. I love everything, all the restaurants. I love that I have friends here. I love Milo's school. I love that my husband's not working as much. Like he's not on call every single freaking day. I love the yoga. I love all the things. The smoothie place. Like when you have all the things that you love within a close drive. It's amazing. And we're still close to downtown. Like I can drive downtown in an hour, go to an event and come back. Do you and your husband budget? No. Should we? Probably. I'm the worst. Like, don't even talk to me about finances. I hate it all. Do you think Beyonce should have won over Harry last year? No. If you had to pick only one go-to face product, just a little bit about Beyonce. I never even listened to that album. I know she had a huge tour. Was it this year? With that album? Is it Renaissance? Anyways, I didn't even listen to it. If this person that's asking that question is American, I feel like she's much bigger in the US than she is in Canada. Like I also don't listen to the radio. I don't watch music videos. So where would I even hear the music, you know? Harry, I mean, I don't have a choice. Look who my mama is. I never really thought twice about Harry either until all of this stuff happened. And now I know all his songs off by heart. So anyways, if you had to pick one go-to face product, is it makeup or skincare? What are we talking here? If it was makeup, I would say the It Cosmetics CC cream that I use because it's just so nice. It like evens out all your skin, gives you a little bit of a glow. It's just so lovely. Or the It Cosmetics eyebrow pencil. Although I could just get my eyebrows tattooed darker. Couple more. What's your fave grocery store? This is hard because I love Farm Boy, but they don't have all the products that I want and need at any given time. So Trader Joe's, first of all, is my favorite grocery store, but we don't have it in Canada. So I would say Farm Boy and Longo's maybe? Or it's hard because I love Farm Boy and we just go to whatever grocery store. I love Zehrs because I love PC products. It's like I need to combine all the stores. Like I want Farm Boy stuff, but I also want Kirkland brand stuff from Costco. I want PC products. So I need a store that has all those things, which doesn't exist. Are you okay with not practicing with your PhD? Do you feel fulfilled? I am super fulfilled, first of all. Look what I get to do. Amazing. I went to BravoCon, okay? Like, how much more fulfilled can you get? Obsessed with my job and what I get to do. Wouldn't change a thing about that. No, I don't feel bad about not using my PhD. I feel like I use it all the time in a different way. Like I'm conversing with people who are psychologists, who are specialists in different areas. I feel like I'm good at asking questions and researching their background and what they specialize in to be able to ask them questions. Yeah, I don't know. Like working in an office could never. This is just like, this was meant to happen, I think. Is having an Amazon storefront worth it? It is if you're gonna dedicate a lot of time to it. I do not. I should, but I do not because I can't do all the things. I can't do all the things, you know? A long time ago, I had to decide, what are you gonna do, Renee? You're gonna spend all your time doing social media stuff or are you gonna podcast? And I was like, I love podcasting. So that's what I spend all my time doing. Everything else, I just do my best. So thank you so much for all your questions and thank you for listening. And I hope you love next week's episodes. We will be in Disneyland. I might vlog the entire experience. So get ready for that. I'm also charging up my digital camera to be able to take real digital camera photos at Disneyland. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you for listening, and I hope your children sleep tonight as well as you because I didn't sleep last night. So it's one thing if Milo sleeps, but I also need to sleep for that to be beneficial. Okay, bye.